so that it's very easily digestible to see what happened in the last 2 weeks with a new documentary that dropped on Netflix. Keep in mind, okay, you got to understand something. We know that the mainstream news, there's some fake news in the mainstream. But don't think for a second that Netflix is this other thing that's not really related to the mainstream fake news. I think it's worse because the amount of programming and conditioning that are in all these Netflix productions, and you got to know who owns Netflix, by the way. I'm not going to tell you here. Just look into who owns Netflix, where they're invested in, why documentaries get deleted off of Netflix if they question how things go when that threatens certain agendas. So just so you know, no matter what documentary you watch or what video or what movie, dilemma with this documentary, okay? It's very classic when you want to manipulate the population, which of course the owners of Netflix are completely conjoined with the global cabal which seeks to enslave every human on earth with Agenda 21. They like to put truth mixed with lies. The beginning of the social dilemma, no one could argue with. It's literally true. Okay, people are addicted to their phones. Yeah. Facebook will put ads, or YouTube or Instagram or whatever will put ads into your feed based on stuff you look at. Okay, yeah. Who's going to argue with that? That's literally true. Everyone gets roped in. They're like, yeah, this documentary, it's true, man. And they keep watching. At a halfway mark, it starts getting a little, okay, I agree. Boom. Halfway, 3/4 of the way through, they start talking about how Facebook makes money from the users. Okay, yeah, no crap, obviously. And then it starts saying Facebook doesn't care what they put in your feed because they make money off it anyway. Okay, kinda, I get that. And then they start pushing this narrative. Facebook even puts fake news in your feed because they don't censor everything when they should, because they promote dangerous conspiracy theories that they don't care about because they make money from it. And that's why Facebook should be really censoring things a lot more because fake news is a threat to our democracy. That's what the lady said. So let me tell you something. Right now, there's regulatory agencies that want to control the entire flow of information on the entire internet. But if they were to turn around tomorrow and say, boom, new law, we control all the internet, people would be pissed. Instead, they put this video out to hundreds and hundreds of millions of people to condition them to eventually to accept and even to ask for censorship and regulation of all information on the internet. And they just so happen to already have drafted a whole bunch of laws because they're greasing the wheel in the politicians to pass this law to allow them to control the information. So how convenient is it that they're trying to control all the information and then this huge documentary comes out, everyone sent it to me, that's talking about how Facebook's not doing enough to control information and fake news is a threat to our democracy? Fake news is a threat to our democracy. That's what the lady said in this documentary. Let me ask you this. Is freedom of speech a threat to our democracy? Because that's basically what that documentary was saying. In other words, anything other than the approved mainstream narrative is a threat to our democracy. That's my take on the social dilemma and the dilemma with it, of how it's an obvious hit piece on freedom of speech.